Bam! What's doing, guys? You're watching Fresh Vinyl Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at the X Plus 30cm favorite Sculptors line Godzilla 1964. Bam! All right. So we're looking at the X Plus 30cm favorite Sculptors line Godzilla 1964 right off the bat. I don't remember what kit this was from. Was it the Paradise? I think it was the Paradise. Somebody correct me in the comments section. Boom. Okay, so let's get a couple things out of the way. This is the box. This is what's left of the box. I don't have the box anymore because I cut it up. Got rid of it because I don't have room for boxes anymore because I just don't need them anymore. It's ridiculous. So the box cover, it's a pretty cool box cover. It's got the figure on the front, some nice reds popping. It looks really good, right? Yeah, and it's awesome that I like that it's got the Mothra versus Godzilla logo there. Looks really good, okay? So that's that. Oh, something else I noticed is the logo. It's got the 65th anniversary logo right there on the top, so that looks really cool. It's got Shin Godzilla from 1954 to 2019. Pretty cool, okay? Enough about the box. Okay, so the figure itself came out the end of January 2019. I think this was actually my first box day of 2019. I can't remember. I got figures coming out my ass. I don't even know what I have on pre-order. I actually had to make a list tonight while I was at work because I'm being very productive on what I have on pre-order and what X Plus is teased at Wonder Festival and everything else that they got coming. And I'm like, shit, I can't believe I got all this stuff coming. I got a problem. Anyway, so got this end of January 2019. I went for the standard because I don't need another Rick light up. I will admit that if I knew this was going to be blue dorsal plates, which it is not, they are white dorsal plates when lit up, I probably would have went for it if it was blue dorsal plates because blue dorsal plates look the bomb. And nothing as of yet from X Plus Rick light ups has topped my favorite X Plus figure. Okay? So I went standard. I will admit that the standard painted dorsal plates look a whole lot better than Rick dorsal plates because they have to be translucent, opaque, whatever we're calling it, so light can pass through them. The painted dorsal plates do look more complete for the figure because everything flows nicely from the top of the dorsal plate all the way down to the tail, whereas if this was the Rick, these would look opaque here. But whatever, not a big deal. So I went standard. Standard was about 160, give or take, depending on where you ordered from. I know Hobby Search offers discounts because fuck discounts, right? You know, if you order from the Rick site. And yeah, that's okay. We're allowed a couple curse words here. But yeah, so I think the Rick was probably around, probably 220, maybe. Usually 20, 30, 40, 30 or $40 extra for the Rick. But again, I didn't need another light up. I just didn't need it. Okay, so let's get all the basic stuff out of the way here that I ramble about every X Plus video, because if you watch my last video about the Marmot figures, I'm kind of bored with X Plus. Why? Because they're all really the same. Almost. The Godzillas especially. Charcoal skin, tree bark skin, painted this way, dorsal plates, toenails, fingernails. It's all the same stuff. Yes, I am kind of getting bored with X Plus, but maybe I need to focus on some different things here with the figures, you know, as far as X Plus goes. But just keep it straight to the point, right? And I'm rambling. You know why? Because I had a cup of coffee before this, okay? So, sue me. Now, Godzilla 64. Did we really need another 64 from X Plus? Yes. No, not really. But yes, because I'm a mark for the 64. You're going to put it out, and I'm going to buy it, okay? 30cm favorite Sculptors line. Again, X Plus, G. Okamoto. They are picking the model kits that they would like to reproduce, and that's what the favorite Sculptors line is born from. X Plus is saying, hey, I want to do this one. We're going to do it. Boom. And that's how we got the favorite Sculptors line. This figure, again, I believe it is from the Paradise kit. I think. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not a kit guy. To all you kit builders out there, sorry that your kits are getting reissued in X Plus. Not everybody was born to build kits. Small violin. Okay? So I'm happy that I can get a kit that's in vinyl, built, painted in a box. All I got to do is plop the tail on. Boom, I'm a kit builder. Look at that. I put it together. Okay? Now, this figure, I will say, when they first teased the prototype photos of it, I was like, man, it kind of looks off. I really wish it was the Godzilla 64B, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, as always, whenever I get a figure, I try not to judge it until I get the figure in hands, because From production photos, you can't really go by the prototypes because the figure can change. People getting their figures usually first and posting them on Facebook or wherever using Flash. Can't go by that because using Flash takes just a horrible picture anyways. But, so I like to wait until I get it in hand. And when I got this in hand, I was pretty impressed with it because I was like, wow, it did blow my expectations away. I know there was some constructive criticism about the eyes not having that glazed look, which they don't. They're kind of flat. The 64 does have that glazed look about his eyes on the suit specifically. In the movie, you can see that clearly in Mothra vs. Godzilla. Some collectors had problems with the jaw being wonky. Some collectors had issues with the eyes going different directions, all googly-eyed. Mine, I will say, was perfect. So when I got mine, I was a little weary because I was getting mine a little bit later than other people. I was like, crap. I was like, I hope I don't have issues because, we've all had those days where we just have a bad box day. You get something out of the box and it's like, ugh. I'll save it for my Eber review, but there was a problem with that when I unboxed that 30 centimeter. But this figure, I dig it. I was like, yes, I'm happy that I like it. Because it is a good-looking figure. The detail, it's crisp. Again, coming from what I believe was a resin kit. And I really have no complaints about it. It is up to standards as far as my figure goes as to what you would expect out of an X Plus release. This figure does come with a tail stand. You got your tree vinyl stump here. Plop that there. It would be cool if X Plus just had a little circular base and a little rod that just went up so you don't have this big stump thingy there, but, it gets the job done. Again, the figure is going to have the tail in the back of the shelf. I don't even have a spot for this yet on the shelves. It's been in my bedroom on my end tables, because why not have Godzilla figures in the bedroom? Because I can. So tail curls back again. What's good about this is he's not going to be too much of a shelf hog. But again, it's a 30 centimeter figure, so he does take up some real estate, from at least this point of the figure to over here. So that's probably about 12 centimeters, actually maybe like 25 centimeters in itself. So not a big deal there. Everything looks good about it. I don't have any complaints. I like it. Teeth all individually sculpted, looking beautiful. The texture on the figure, it's nicely done. It does scale up nicely with the 25 centimeter Mothra, which I should have pulled down for this, but I forgot, and I'm not going to do it now, but just take my word for it. It looks really good. Some people said, what other things that other people have, that the fingers or the hands look off? I don't know. Or that the legs look short? I don't know. I mean, I am not a kaiju suit historian, nor am I going to nitpick about all these things, because that just takes the fun out of it. If there was something to nitpick, like a broken jaw or messed up eyes or something broken out of the box, then yes, that's a valid complaint. But I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, I got some Star Wars Hot Toys figures that had black dots on the robes of the Imperial Royal Guards. Now, that's not right. I complained, and I got new robes sent to me. Thank you, Sideshow and Hot Toys. You did what was supposed to have been done. But that's a different story. But this is perfect to me. Yes, because I'm an X Plussy. Right, Mike Tchaikovsky? Okay, so let's do size comparison. Pew. Hello. All right, here's a size comparison with what I believe is every X Plus Godzilla 64. Over here, I have the Rick 30 centimeter 64 light up. Over here, I have the Diamond reissue Godzilla 64. Over here, we have the favorite Sculptors line Godzilla 64. Oh yeah, the one that we're reviewing. Over here, we have the Defo Real 64 that I have to still review. Okay, see it down here? Over here, we have the 25 centimeter Godzilla 64. Okay? And right here, that's blocking my view, we have the Gigantic Series Godzilla 64. Okay? As you can see, I need a bigger table, because this, I'm surprised I didn't drop anything yet while recording. It would make for some good video. And funny moment, haha, dumbass, he dropped his figure. Okay? So, I can tell you right now that the 30 centimeter 64 favorite Sculptors line is nearly identical in height to the other two 30 centimeters here, which is nice because usually when we get these transitions from model kit over to vinyl, there's some shrinkage because resin, obviously, you know, it's a stone basically or something like that. It's like stone, resin, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't have anything resin, so I shouldn't know. So sue me. But usually there's shrinkage, like especially with the Yuji Sakai figures. Those are molded from the resin kits or cast or something or another. So that's why the Yuji Sakai figures are shorter in the not so 30 centimeter range of 27 to 28 centimeters. Okay, so it's good that this figure here, it's basically a true 30 centimeter figure. I digs it. Okay, and that's pretty much my review. Being that I got this vinyl stuff all in front of me, I'm going to wrap it up there. I will give this figure a 10 out of 10. Yes, that is a 10 out of 10 for me. I dig it mainly because I'm a 64 mark. I like it more than I was anticipating liking it because, again, the prototype pictures that were taken when it was on display at one of the festivals, I was like, oh, man, it just doesn't look right about it. But I'm happy I got it. I dig it. I like it. Now, one other thing. We got another X Plus 64 coming. Yeah, it was teased at Winter Wonderfest only a few weeks ago at the time of this recording, and they're doing a 25 centimeter Godzilla 64B from Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Boom! I can't wait. I can't wait for that because I've been wanting... It will be the only X Plus 64B suit from Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, whatever you're calling it, because these are all 64s from Mothra vs. Godzilla. So, bring on the 64, and that's what's up. And remember, people, buy vinyl, fresh vinyl, and I'll see you on the next Fresh Vinyl review. Bam!